All right, it's time to play. And today I've brought my editor, Robert. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to focus on building the platform for the supercomputer factory that we're going to build. Robert, today are we going to go just find all the commodities and get it there, or are we going to just? I'd rather just build the tower, build the platform today. Is that okay?
Well, let's start with the platform and see how far we get.
All right, let's go. I did play around a little bit to find out how tall we needed to make the platform. And we
Okay.
need to make it actually 8 walls high to get
Wow.
over the top of the power towers. So it'll
Okay.
be 8 walls high, leaving plenty of room for this factory to function without poking through the other wall.
That'll also make
Um,
sure we aren't cramped when flying through here too, which will be nice.
yeah, that'll be very nice. So let's go
Okay.
on over to this side, and I will make the first wall. And if you would then start making the first platform across from that wall, I will continue building walls. Okay?
Okay.
So I'm building walls, you're building platforms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
No, 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 don't fall. Okay. The way the hovercraft catches you right before you hit the ground because you're back in range.
Uh huh.
Oof. You do have a silica mine currently functioning, right? Or not silica, a quartz mine, right?
Yes. Going down in the aluminum factory.
That's right. I will run down there and get that.
You need lighting? You need that for lighting or something?
No, for Blade Runners. Funny enough.
I ran out of iron plate already. Man. Where can we get iron? I know.
Found everything else I needed, but not silica. I'm not used to being able to just turn on cheats and, build without resources now. Because I only play with cheats in here.
Ah. Well, that'll teach you to cheat.
I cheat to make the videos look good, though.
Yeah. They certainly do. Now, if that doesn't do me for a while, I don't know what will. I went down to the valley one, and the valley one has a storage container that has them. And boy,
Yeah.
I can't hardly remember how slow these. I've got a conveyor belt that just looks like it's crawling like a turtle. And wow.
Yeah, once you get all that hooked up to the mall and sinks, then you'll be able to upgrade all the conveyors and immediately have a lot
Yeah.
more product.
Yep. So true.
And like Mark II miners and all that fun stuff. I wonder if it would be useful for these hypertubes that have to go uphill to put a
Yeah.
double or triple entrance on them
Yeah.
to shoot you up
I've been
higher.
wondering. I've been wondering that too.
Yeah, what I don't know is if it messes up people who are trying to go the opposite direction at all.
Yeah. It shouldn't, because entrances are both bidirectional.
Yeah.
What? I got this sink hanging over the edge. I didn't realize that.
That's not good.
No.
Speaking of things that are not good, I think I got your truck stuck.
You think you what?
I got your truck stuck.
Well, unstick it.
Um, I hope I can.
Now, I didn't bring you along to destroy my world. I brought you along to help build my world.
Right. Sometimes you don't get one without the other.
Ah, okay. You sure
There
about
we
that?
go. I got it unstuck. There we go. That's much more fun to ride.
So the amount of resources it's going to take to do, I think we have targeted to do 10 per hour, 10 per minute, or something like that.
10 per minute,
Yeah, the number of resources is pretty incredible. So getting the resources into that part of the factory is going to be an awesome task. We have to use all our skills in balancing conveyors and getting maximum production and movement out of those conveyors using Mark V conveyors,
Mm-hmm.
and just getting a solid amount of product fast. And thankfully, the calculator helps us to calculate everything from beginning to end instead of just making one component for it and getting enough for the one component. We'll be able to get enough for all the components that we want to build at the same time. Kudos to who's maintaining that calculator. I've come to very much appreciate it.
Yeah, it's a pretty amazing tool. It takes a lot of the tedium out of playing the game because when I first started playing, very very early on after it was released, I haven't played it nearly as far as you have, but I stopped playing because it got to a point where it became a game of spreadsheets, where I would play for a bit and like, oh, but I gotta play my next factory, and I spent forever in a Visio like program diagramming out these massive factories, and then I come back and build them. And after a while, it
Mm-hmm.
was
It just
two
wasn't fun anymore.
yeah, it was 2 hours of diagramming for 1 hour of play. you know, it's like I want to build the next factory, but I don't want to spend 10 hours diagramming it.
Yeah, you don't want to become a spreadsheet expert just to plan your next factory.
Yeah,
And that's not why you play. You don't play to necessarily make money. You play to enjoy and veg and just relax for a bit, you know?
yeah. I should have asked this earlier, but do you want to put some windows in?
Um, Probably should. At least up high, anyway. So we
Yeah,
can shed some light on the factory, because it's going to start getting pretty dark here shortly.
yeah, yeah. It is.
Okay, so I need to put a row of windows in. Let's see about. Oh, missing silica. Drat it.
Of course, I have.
I, I can create one window panel, and
I
now I
have.
need
I have
more.
a stack in my inventory. Will that last you for a little while?
It'll last me for a little while, yeah. I've got a bunch of red. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You
You.
blew the circuit.
Oh, I bet you both of us flying around did that.
Yep.
Oh, it's all green again. We're good.
Yeah, I just turned it back on.
Oh, how close to bopping the breaker are we?
Um, well, go take a look at the big tower if you're close by it. Um,
Eh.
if everything were running, it would be above what we're producing.
Our interesting. Our capacity dropped.
I wonder why.
Yeah, some machine went
Did,
offline that isn't normally offline.
okay. Well,
It's time for a detour for another quick power build. Yay!
yeah. Okay. So I'll deconstruct the same row around it when I get some more silica.
Sure.
I wish there was a zoop mode for destroying things.
There is. Hold shift.
Hold shift. Mass
No.
dismantle. Hold the left control button.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. Working with mass dismantle was fun. Okay. Okay. I've got windows all the way around the front and the side the amount of wall that I've built so far has got windows in it.
Cool. Did I pop a breaker?
Yep. Looks like it happened.
If we're gonna be adding lighting, lighting's gonna add to the power problem.
You know, like the one comment said, the title of the one Video should have been fixing the power problem for now.
Right.
So right he was.
So I've set up two different kinds of light here. We have a ceiling light and a wall mounted light. The wall kind of mounted light kind of gives you light in a cone, and the ceiling is just almost straight down, like a spotlight on something.
Uh-huh.
I think the best method is going to kind of be a mixture of the two, with wall lights every once in a while and a ceiling light, a couple ceiling light strips down the center.
Okay. I see some ceiling light. Wow, that
Yeah.
ceiling light, it really does the job, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes it super bright, but just only right underneath it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I think the wall lights will kind of illuminate the first 2 or 3 blocks in, and we'll have a row or two of ceiling lights. I died.
How did you die?
What
did you do?
Somehow my... What?
Somehow my what?
So the jetpack uses electricity when you slide?
When you slide, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know what sliding is.
Run, holding shift, and then press C while you're running. Sliding helps to maintain your momentum when you're moving around. So instead of slowing down to normal run speed, if you run on the conveyor and then jump off, land on the ground, you can kind of slide a bit to maintain your momentum. But for some reason, the jetpack was using its energy, and so when I leapt off the side of your railing up there to do a cool landing and spin around, I splatted.
You splatted.
Yes.
We use technical terms around here, Robert.
That's about as technical a term as I know. It's a fairly accurate description of what happened.
Okay, so are we going to go ahead and build walls on the fourth side? Or just leave it open?
I think we should. This will only be at its coolest when we finish walls on all 4 sides. Although, I think we need to install a bay, a landing bay on either side to really fly in, But
Okay. All right, I'm going to start a wall there. Okay, walls. Here we go. Walls. I got a conveyor belt I'm cutting in half. Doggone it. I ran out of plate.
what?
I ran out of steel plate. Or iron
no.
plate. Okay. Imminent destruction of property.
Yeah, don't do that. Fix it doesn't appreciate that.
Well, yeah, you're right. But I gotta go get some more steel plate, which requires a certain amount of extra effort.
Okay. Well, don't do anything too egregious. I might have to report you.
Yeah. Really? I'm gonna not have you join me if that's all that you're gonna do.
Mandatory reporting, you know how it goes. I'll lose my job too.
Alright, we now have still a dark section of factory, but we have that just looks cool. Now, how do you get this big creature out of your factory now once he's in?
Oh no.
Does he just go through the walls?
I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
All right. Well, are you just? I mean, we've done a great job in putting this whole thing together. I think I ought to do an outro. So, yeah, we're going to quit at this point, but you can see that even looking in through the windows, Robert has done a magnificent job of lighting the factory and getting it looking really nice. So, it's just, gosh, it's really great looking.
Hello.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Well, thanks for joining me. And
Yeah.
if you like this video, click that like button and subscribe. Come back and continue enjoying the adventure as we build up on the upper floor. As soon as we can get started there. So talk to you later. Thanks.